Bonjour, my name is Sulevi. I'm from Artery and I'm showing you the new DJ software called The One. If you look at it, it looks like any other software here, but actually what it is, I have different layouts, but I can also create new ones. So that means that everything that you see on screen is fully modular. You can also have the gear menu here, which means you can add different kinds of gear. You can add, for example, new players, multiple browsers, you can add another mixer, whatever. You can just decide from here what kind of gear you need. There is no limitations to this, so you can add as much stuff as you think you can handle. Then if you go to the overview, which shows your audio routings, so this is here where you control your gear that you have on screen. So you can select different audio card, for example. You can select which one goes to the mixer, whether it goes to an effects panel, and it's all color coded. So now when I put this deck over there and rotate it to a mixer, it also pops up a mixer channel on my mixer. So it's fully modular in that way, and the color shows you what goes where, so you're always on track. And you can save these different layouts here, so you can create your own custom, whichever way you like to perform. Another big thing here, or maybe the biggest thing here, is actually this. When you play it, it looks like a regular deck, but if I do this, drag a track up here, I can actually add stuff. Now it jumps into this is my play position right here. So now it actually jumps into the timeline mode. So now I have two tracks playing at the same time. It all snaps to the timeline master grid, and you can do operations. You can, like, for example, split the clip. So now it's actually, if I go out of the edit mode, it's playing three tracks at the same time. You can split, you can, for example, you could loop stuff, stretch it. But now snap to grid is on, so if I stretch something, it's gonna go off grid, so it's gonna change color. So now I can open the options here and go back to attach the grid. And you can do things like FX curves, for example, add effects. So this means that you can actually add different kinds of FX curves here, and these all also operate in real time. So anything I'm doing here is operated in real time. When you're ready with your mix, then you can go here and you can select, either you can export it to audio or you can select it as a new timeline. So then it's saved timeline here, so then you can track it back to another deck. So you can use this for whatever, preparing mixes, making mashups, but at the same time it's always just one deck over here. So a lot of different kinds of stuff you can do with it. Completely MIDI mappable. We have a really new way of MIDI mapping stuff. So all of this is modular. So you can select for each gear individually what kind of controller you want to use for it. So on the list, these are just some. You can just select that. Okay, I want to use whatever, which would be a good, maybe a CDJ 2000 for this particular deck. So then it just pops up the commands here. Or maybe for this one I'll use, it's this MIDI. So if I go into MIDI mode, now this shows what's mapped. This panel here would actually show what kind of messages are coming in. Now if you want to tweak a mapping, you right click it. So here you can select what kind of sensitivity you want for a scratch, whether you want to have everything on reverse, whether you want to have some kind of complex other kind of mappings. So for example, for cue points, now let's select the loop. So here you can select whether it's what kind of mode you want in there. And you can also, when you map like 3 different buttons or knobs, you can make super knobs by just selecting all those 3, pressing map, and then selecting how much each of those knobs is gonna turn when you do something on a controller. So it's really flexible, easy and fast way to map, even though you don't even have to know anything about MIDI. Alright, that's basically everything in short, and it's yeah, thank you.